What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Connor here, back on the Giovanni041 channel. Welcome. Oh man, long week last week, everybody. Long week last week. For those who don't know, on Friday I went to Anime Expo, which is why I have all this stuff here and these two gigantic bags. So as you can tell from the video title, this is going to be Anime Expo Pickups Part 1. I tried to film this video a while ago, and just after Anime Expo, and it was around 30 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up into two different parts. This is going to be again part 1. So if you want to check out part 2, I'll put a box right here, I guess. So click on that, and it'll take you right to part 2, where I'm going to be reviewing figures. But for part 1, right now, we're just going to be reviewing what I like to call miscellaneous and clothing. Picked up a lot of clothes at Anime Expo, but before I get into it, just want to talk about a little bit of the event, and I'm just going to talk about the event in this video right here. Event was incredible. Anime Expo this year was, and this is my second year going, it was so much better than last year. The vendors were great, the people there were great, the setup was great. That's not out of the ordinary, but for me this year it was a truly incredible experience, and that's the only way I can put it. For reasons out of my control, I was basically there all alone this year, and while that resulted in me not getting the footage that I wanted for the channel, as in I really wanted to make an Anime Expo like video trip vlog type thing, unfortunately I was unable to do that, so that video won't be coming. Instead, what I was able to do was really have a me day. I haven't had a me day in a long time, and let me just say this. If you like anime, manga, art, animation in general, anything, cosplaying, if you like that kind of stuff, I highly suggest you go to Anime Expo. It was one of the best times I've ever had in my life. Just meeting new people, interacting with people who love the same things I love, and just getting to enjoy myself at an event like that was, it was just a great experience. It was just the best time I could possibly have there. So with that said, why don't we get into this bag right here. As you can see, this is actually a bait bag, and I'll explain more about this bait bag when we get there, but why don't I start pulling some stuff out of the bag. And first thing I gotta pull out of the bag is actually 2 DVDs. I went by the Funimation booth, as you can tell, by the free bag from Funimation. For those who don't know anime, free not as in free price-wise, free as in the anime free, which no, I am not a teenage girl, so I have not yet watched. Although I have seen some trailer clips of it, and I actually have to say, animation, pretty good. But picked up while I was there these 2 DVDs, the Black Lagoon combo pack, as well as Roberta's Blood Trail. This is the OVA series, this is the complete series, so now I have the complete full Black Lagoon set in DVD form. I have, some of you might have seen in the past, I do have actually Black Lagoon, the limited edition first season. However, I could not find the second season. I've been trying to find it. Eventually had to just bite the bullet and get this, so really happy to be able to get this. And with $70, I got a few cool freebies, but they're all set up around my room already, so I didn't want to pull them down off my wall and stuff. But that was, Funimation's booth was a little bit lacking this year. I was kind of disappointed with the booth in general. I thought they could have done a much better job with their booth, but hey, that's just me. Moving on, we got 3 cool little stickers that I also picked up while I was in Artist Alley. For those who go to Anime Expo next year, highly suggest you check out Artist Alley as quickly as you can. When I went there, there was about, Artist Alley isn't a huge portion of it, and there was, I have to think, around 10,000 people going through Artist Alley at the same time as me. It was absolutely packed by the end of the day. While I was there, I got to pick up these 3 stickers. First sticker I picked up for a friend. She's a huge Doctor Who fan like me, so I picked her up a TARDIS sticker for her computer. And then for myself, I picked up 2 of my favorite anime stickers of all time, logos. We have the Soul Eater logo here on the right, and we have a Gurren Lagann Team Dai Gurren logo here on my left. I guess you're right, and Soul Eater logo's on your left of the screen. But great animes. Both of them kind of the similar style-wise in that they're kind of shonen-y, but I think they're two of the more fun animes. This definitely one of the more just stupidly fun animes, and this one, well, I'll explain more about Soul Eater when I get to it. I actually bought a few Soul Eater things at Anime Expo, as well as on the 21st they have their $120 premium box set edition yearbook style art book thingy from Funimation, and that's coming out real soon, and I've already pre-ordered that, so when I get that I'll definitely show you. But why don't we get now into the clothing? This is what I picked up a lot of clothing while I was at Anime Expo, and it's one of the things that I really like about Anime Expo, the amount of interesting and anime style clothing and anime specific clothing. It's a really fun thing. I wore a Beck Mongolian Chop Squad shirt. I didn't wear this one. I wore Beck Mongolian Chop Squad, which is a great anime and one of my I think my favorite manga of all time. If I had to choose one manga to read, it'd definitely be Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. I've read it like 7 times. It's over 10,000 pages long. It's an incredible manga, but I actually had a few people take pictures of me with it while I was in that, so that was actually pretty cool. But a lot of anime specific clothing, and first things that I picked up as soon as I got in, I do it every year, got to pick up the AX merchandise. So immediately I picked up an Anime Expo snapback, AX logo on the front, red bill underneath, Anime Expo logo across the back, always great to have. And then I picked up this here shirt. As you can see, it's got like a chibi logo on it, chibi meaning like small and cute logo on it, with some AX characters, AX Convention Center in the background, the AX logo right there, and then on the back you've got your simple AX logo. So just a really cool shirt just to show I was there. I have a shirt from last year, although it's way too small on me now, but you know, that was one of the shirts that as soon as I got in there, literally as soon as I got in there, I stood in line and got the shirt. Met a guy named David in line. David, if you see the channel, because he asked me for my channel, shout out to you, brother. You're a great guy. Had a lot of great conversations with. But excuse me. Next shirt in here was a shirt that I picked up at probably the biggest clothing booth at the convention. It's a booth that's always popular. I can never remember the name of it, but every year they bring out this shirt from their storage, and every year this is a shirt that sells out immediately. So as one of the first places I hit was this, and I was glad because I got the last or second to last XL. They were really running out of this style of shirt, but this is the Initial D Fujiwara 86 Raglan. For those who don't know, Initial D is a drifting anime. It's the #1 drifting anime of all time and racing anime. It has terrible CGI, but people love it to death. My former roommate loves it. So you've got so on the front of the shirt you have Torino 86, which is the model of the car that the main character drives, and then on the back you have his name, Fujiwara 86. Again, this is a shirt that actually I tried to buy last year, and when I went to the booth last year, they were sold out of almost every size. I think the only sizes they had left were like smalls and mediums. So anime fans typically there get larges and XLs, which is very typical, especially with Initial D. It's all guys who are watching Initial D, unfortunately. But Initial D, one of the best, again, I think actually the best racing anime. It's one of the few that ever was made, and it's an anime that stretches back from, I want to say, early 90s to even now that they're still making it. I think they've redone it. I think the first Initial D movie came out in like the early 90s. So one of the longer running series, a lot of fans, and last year they actually had the car from Initial D there. I didn't have it this year, thankfully, because they had a lot more space. And what I mean in a lot more space, they had a lot more booths set up this year than I even think last year. This year, it was crazy how many booths were there. And one of those crazy booths was this one. They had a bunch of high school tees, as I like to call them, like high school gym tees, like you would have to be forced to wear in gym class. This was one of the tees that I immediately saw and had to get. It's from the anime Soul Eater. As I said, huge fan of it. So what you've got is the DWMA Death Weapons Meister Academy logo on it, Death City, the logo of death right there. The girl who sold me this, she was actually wearing a Maka cosplay, so I felt like I had to get it. There was a few other ones that I thought about getting. They had an Oron Host Club shirt. They had a Rakuzan shirt from Kuroko no Basket, but when I saw this one, I mean, had to get it. And you'll see why. I got 3 different Soul Eater things there. I mean, I went all out when it came to Soul Eater. I am such a whore when it comes to that show. It is a show that I'm actually going to probably do a custom with eventually, if not in the near future, when I have money to do that. That could be a while. Especially after Anime Expo, if you could tell by the amount of stuff I have, it could be a while before I have money to do another custom. But it's in the works. Soul Eater custom in the works. But let's move on to this shirt. Another classic anime that actually I don't own on DVD. I own Soul Eater the regular edition on DVD already, and I'm now buying the Blu-ray premium edition of Soul Eater. That's how much I like it. But an anime I don't own on DVD, I own on iTunes, oddly enough. One of the first animes I watched, FLCL, Fooly Cooly, one of the weirdest animes made by the same people who made the anime Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, things like that. One of the more vastly underrated animes, I would say. I think it's a brilliant masterpiece in animation, but as soon as I saw this shirt, had to get it. Absolutely love the art on this shirt. We've got Haruko and Naota Nandaba on the shirt. For those who have never seen the show, that's all I'm going to tell you, because I really would like anybody who thinks this shirt looks cool to check out that show. It's 6 episodes long. They're 24 minutes. You could basically watch it in like 2 hours. That's how short it is. It is the weirdest show you will ever watch, and it is great because it's so weird. So they had one with a Conti on it as well, but I just wanted Haruko and Naota. I'm still looking for some actually figures from FLCL. If anybody knows anybody who has like a cheap figure that's not trying to sell them for like $500 like they are online, hit me up. But back to this bag, now that we've got the rest of the shirts out. This bag was one of the premium items given away at the Bait booth by my people from Bait. Shout out to Eric from Bait, the Chief Marketing Officer. He was there once again, and he is like, I don't like saying this, but he always takes care of me. Like, he makes sure that I get mine, and he really is just the best guy I've ever met from like a company. Super nice, super kind, always hooked me up with good stuff, and I'll talk about what he hooked me up with in the next video as well, because he hooked me up with another thing. But went to the Bait booth, saw this, gave me it for $20. It was $30. You got a Bait bag, which I needed to carry all my stuff in, and you actually got 3 shirts. So first shirt that I got was the, and I'll put this actually over here so I have something to show you, the Domo graffiti tee, Bait over here in like graffiti writing, Domo with his beanie on. Just a really, really nice shirt. As always, super heavy con shirts from Bait. You got your Bait Domo logo. Nothing on the back, but this is an old shirt. I think they came out with these in 2011, I want to say. They're still available online in varying sizes, but one of the coolest things that they gave away easily at Anime Expo were these bags. I mean, as soon as I saw the Bait booth, I went there, talked to Eric, he got me a bag. You know, they're always going to hook me up, but they really hooked me up. They got me some great shirts in there. Next one, Squidward baller shirt. I'll show you why I could say baller in a second. You got Squidward, you got like a leopard, you've got a diamond, you've got Bait and like fancy script writing underneath, and on the back, Baller. This was from their SpongeBob SquarePants collection. For those who don't know Bait like I do, this was one of their bigger collections. They actually came out with a bunch of figures. They came out with shoes. It was, I think, 2012 or early 13 when they came out with this. So a little bit older as well. just a really nice shirt. Just a shirt that I'm going to be able to wear a lot. I don't have actually any of the shoes from that collection. Probably going to get one or two here soon, but when I do, I'll show you. But let's move on. This is going to be the last clothing item. I'm sorry for the length of this video, but I'm doing this all off the cuff, by the way. I don't like having anything planned, so I know I'm rambling a little bit. That said, last shirt, plain white bait shirt from the One Piece collection. We have Brock from One Piece as the letter I. Underneath you have always smiling at death. For those who don't know, as you can probably see, Brock is a skeleton. Brock in the show is a reanimated skeleton who has musical powers. Don't try and understand One Piece. It's very confusing. I think Brock doesn't even come into play until like episode 300 and something. So unless you're familiar with the series, and I mean really familiar with the series, you're not even going to know who Brock is. It's a long running series. It's over like 600 episodes at this point. I watched around 500 and something episodes of that anime. I watched that show from like 2006 to 2014. So yeah, you can make, yeah. And I mean, when I mean 2006, I didn't start watching the 2006 episodes. I watched the 1999 original episodes. I think that's when it came out. It might have came out a little bit later than that, like 2000, 2001. But I watched from the beginning of One Piece all the way up until like last year. That's how long I've been watching One Piece. It's ridiculous how long that show has been running. It's mind-blowing how long that show has been running. But with that said, that's going to be it for part 1 of this video. Again, these are all clothing pickups. I'm going to have figurine pickups in part 2, which I'll put right here. But again, that's it. Thank you all for watching. This has been your boy Conor Garrity on the G-Money041 channel. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Whew. And let's begin part 2 right now. So gotta hit you with the piece.